Rise and shine, you guys. We are here on Saturday, September the 6th. It's currently 8:34 on the clock. At 8:52 a.m., we're going to be seeing Mercury in the sign of Virgo by quintal over to Pluto in Aquarius. And we're currently right now at, looks like heading towards the 29th degree of Aquarius. Let's see what this energy is all about. It says butterfly emerging from a chrysalis, shifting our spiritual level. It says a seeker typically progresses in small steps, but occasionally has a major shift of awareness into a new level of consciousness. Shift your spiritual level up a notch. It says there is much knowledge to be gained in normal life for the spiritual aspirant, but it is not enough to take us to the whole way. To master the circle of life, when its cycles are directed, evolutionary changes happen. It says it is a necessary condition, but it is not sufficient. We need to undertake the further step of commitment to a path of guidance where we are shown what otherwise we could not see by ourselves. Spiritual initiation is a particular event that occurs between a guide and a disciple, which involves sacredness, vows, and a fundamental shift of perspective. It has a magical quality and an alchemical effect. The disciple is transformed on the inner planes and so undergoes a metamorphosis. So this is a transformation happening here. All right, the butterfly is emerging from a chrysalis, is what it's saying here. All right, it says emanation, the wonder of creation, is continually being reborn. Okay, so there could be an initiation happening this morning. There could be communication coming through here. All right, I see Mercury in Sagittarius, and I also see Saturn in the sign of Pisces, which are at a square. I'm just seeing 8-8 here. All right, so there's something about this solar eclipse that's coming up that's transforming this energy of you evolving or transforming at a very rapid pace. All right, you're going to be moving away from one thing and having communication come in from something else. All right, ancestors could be of significance this morning. All right, Justice and the Ten of Pentacles is here. Last night I could not sleep. We had Uranus go retrograde in the sign of Gemini at about 12:51 a.m. All right, I'm going to start off with chakras and see exactly what it is that we are feeling here. Let's see what's going on. So I see the crown chakra here with hope, support, miracles, and spirituality. So the energy of the light is trying to come in overall at this time. Okay. Let's see what's going on. I see movement, perseverance, discipline, and motivation. And I see the inner child here as well with the solar plexus energy. At the bottom of the deck, I see finances, power, generosity, and abundance coming in with money. All right, so this transformation that's taking place here with your spiritual ascension is bringing you in this energy of perseverance, motivation, and an inner healing, okay? And then moving towards lots of abundance. Just clarifying some energy real quick. There's a celebration going on here. It's a spiritual celebration, let's be clear. All right. It's here twice. All right, spiritual celebrations going on here. So this is the level of initiation, I would imagine, moving up through perseverance and discipline. And I would imagine healing the inner child, okay? But there is a sense of criticism coming through. You've got someone extremely stubborn, unwilling to change. You've got people gossiping about all of your secrets. All right. I would imagine that you're worried that someone is up against you. All right. And this is an obstacle to overcome in connection to how your emotionally secure, loving family is of importance. All right. Down at the bottom of the deck, I see you're going to be receiving some sort of precious gift. All right, I think this is more so on, again, the energy of higher consciousness through spirituality. All right, I'm just going to start clarifying this energy here. I have a lot of abundance coming in your way this week with this solar eclipse. Yeah, heavy on the Piscean energy. So the way that you're seeing and or gaining perspective and on to the next level of your higher self is big here. You're building on some sort of foundation overall. The energy of the sun is here. So this is part to do with like your happiness, your peace, your enjoyment, and the way you're bringing in success with this inner child healing. The Ten of Pentacles here. All right, so again, I felt very connected to the ancestors. All right, Ten of Pentacles typically is seen as the foundation of your family, or how your resources are coming in, or long-term stability with what you do for your career. All right, this is the second and the third deacons to Virgo season, in which we are in now. So this energy surrounding you at this time could definitely be because of your success with something. It feels spiritually you're ascending. There's lots of strength here as well. Heavy on the Leo energy, so we've got Venus currently in Leo at this time. All right, maybe you're getting creative with something that you self-express with. All right, opening yourself up to feel a little bit more childlike. Fifth house energy is very childlike. All right, there could be new love coming in. There's a lot of different things I feel that's shifting in the energy. We're going to do a Uranus and Gemini reading, but that's not going to be until later. All right, let me see what's happening here overall with the specific spread. Show me the Hangman. Lots of major. I see Sun in Capricorn as well, so this has to do possibly with your reputation, your public image, your career, long-term, your destiny, how you're supposed to be coming into alignment with these energies. All right, I'm seeing Venus in Sag here. There's a sense of flirtation around you right now. This could be like as you ascend spiritually. All right, it feels like an energy of enlightenment with the sun being there. Feels like a celebration. All right. This could be you connected to someone that is from abroad. All right, show me the Four of Pentacles in connection to the root chakra and where you're going to be taking action. All right, your intuition is on point. That's what this is. All right, Mercury and Cancer energy. Yeah. I don't know if someone is asking you to move in a different direction in order to manipulate you, or your intuition is on point, and this card speaks about being able to pry out other people's secrets. So because you can do this, it looks like it's kind of working in the energy of a reflection. All right, someone gossiping about your secrets. All right, so secrets were of significance in last night's all signs reading, so I don't know how that's working out here. Oh, Spirit just wanted me to see that we are in the planetary hour of Mars in Libra. So this could be in connection to partnerships and things like that. All right. So let's look at this inner child here with the Sun and the Strength card. Heavy on the Leo energy. This could have a lot to do with what it is that you are flattering people with. This could be information. I'm seeing Venus in Gemini. All right. So not only are we heavily dealing with Venus's energy here, which is all about creativity, love. All right, it has a lot to do with how you're bringing in your resources. I'm seeing the third and the ninth houses in opposition, which Gemini and Sagittarius is all about higher knowledge, spirituality, socializing with others, but doing it intuitively and building on that firm foundation, taking action with this. Right, I feel like you're going to be led in a different direction during this energy of your initiation, the celebration that's happening here. I want to clarify this obstacle to overcome in connection to this emotionally secure, loving family being important to you. You're going to be detaching from that energy overall. Heavy on the Venus here. I see Venus in Aquarius now, which is the Five of Swords. Five of Swords is an energy that speaks about again, detachment, but it speaks about those that are working against you behind your back and trying to win at all costs. All right, so there's something that you understand you're going to end up detaching yourself so much from the mental, all right, and being able to understand what your intuition is trying to tell you. The intuition being the sign of water here rather than you being so stuck up in your mindset. Worrying about what other people are gossiping about is what it gives me. All right, because the Five of Swords is the energy of gossip. All right, let's see what's going on. That card also speaks about you living separate lives from your love partner, okay, your spouse. I see Saturn and Taurus here, ostentation. There could be some sort of scheme going on in connection to how to receive some sort of resources overall. But this could be like a large financial commitment that you have rather than being involved in love. You're focusing more so on work and how you're going to be bringing in your money. I see how Pisces is connected to your money. We've got Saturn in Pisces. The moon is getting ready to ingress into Pisces at 11:55 a.m. All right, so I'm seeing the reflection of 1, 1, and 5, 5. Ones are new beginnings and fives are changes that are going to be taking place overall. All right, so this has a lot to do with finances that are going to be coming in with this solar eclipse. And you need to be emotionally and mentally balanced in order to continue to create with something here. All right, so you have heightened intuition. You're building some sort of firm foundation and where you're going to be persevering and moving forward. There's a lot of inner healing taking place. I see you lots of strength here. And however that you're flattering people with information that you have, this could be, again, some sort of deceptive courtship. I'm seeing two lovers at the same time type of deal. That's normally with Venus and Gemini here, and also Venus and Sag. It could be that you're opening yourself up to options in love, but it feels more so spiritually, okay? Feels like you're ready for the next step with something. I'm seeing lots of Gemini energy, all right? Venus and Gemini. And then the moon in Sag. So this heavy 3rd and 9th house in opposition, it's bringing some sort of confrontation with how you're receiving your intuitive information from abroad, meaning from spirit, all right? So you're receiving some sort of gift here. Let's get into who this is that's extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. All right, gossiping about all secrets, and then you could be worried that someone is against you. It's that spirit is asking that you accept criticism here. All right, so people could be watching you and how they're like impressed about what you're saying. I don't know. All right, or how you're bringing in your money, or how you're attracting love into your life with this heavy Venus energy here. You could be attracting somebody foreign. That's what I'm seeing as well. Venus and Sagittarius is someone foreign, someone at a distance. I'm seeing like crossing over a body of water could be of significance too, because could be a Sun and Aries person. All right, I don't know. Sun and Aries energy is typically not up until we hit the middle of March. All right, so what I'm seeing with that energy is eclipse season back 6 months ago, and we're about to have this eclipse tomorrow with this full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces. Okay, there's something about being assertive, taking action with the Sun and Aries energy. Yeah, it has something to do with your spiritual principles, I'm telling you. I'm seeing a trine here with fire signs, specifically Aries and Sagittarius. Sun and Jupiter. You have a lot of knowledge here. All right, lots of spiritual knowledge. And it looks like whoever's coming in to initiate you into this large financial commitment, they could be flattered by how you have heightened intuition. They possibly want to offer you some sort of foundation to continue to move forward and persevere to the next level. Something that you have hope and faith in here. And how you're connected to the divine higher self. Venus and Capricorn, this is someone of a great age difference. All right. Lots of Venus energy here, my gosh. It's crazy. So Venus in Sag, Venus in Gemini, Venus in Aquarius, Venus in Capricorn. So if you have any of these placements in your chart, I could be speaking to you. All right, you're possibly going to be ascending to the next level of your spiritual progress, or on your journey here with how your heightened intuition is taking place here. You're doing something to fulfillment, or you already have. Saturn and Sag. Like, you've put in the long and patient work. You've understood the energy of discipline and structure in your life. All right. And now it's time for your fortune to come in. So again, I keep seeing the energy of the sun in Leo. All right. Heavy. There could be some sort of speculation going on in connection to your ancestors' family. Okay. This is what I felt right here. It's this Jupiter in Cancer. I don't know if you're running a business from home or that's being speculated. All right, people feel that you're bluffing by how you're, you know, impressing people with the knowledge that you do have and how you're communicating that out. All right, maybe someone feels that you're involved in some sort of deceptive courtship or something with this Venus and Gemini energy. All right, I see Sun in Scorpio. You have lots of endurance in the 8th house, so maybe you do something that is of a mystery or it's kept a secret from others in connection to who you're romantically involved with here. All right, you're being cautioned or you're warning others, okay? Mercury in Virgo, current transit, and where we are right now at a biquintile over to Pluto in Aquarius on how things are going to be transforming, all right? And or how your business is going to be taken off here, all right? So it feels like almost there's a decision that has to be made. Anytime that Mercury is in the sign of Virgo, I see heavy on analytical efficiency, all right? Getting things more so organized. You may have to have a choice to make in between romance and or starting up a business here because you're trying to birth something new. You can't have both at the same time. That's what I feel. All right, so I mean, the amount of times I've seen Venus so far is insane. Okay, there's something that's protected in connection to what you are birthing new. And this is the reason why Spirit is saying, accept valid criticism. You are in this energy of flirtation and flattery and detached from others. Your romantic life is trying to take off, but you've got so much knowledge around you, and whoever it is that you're connected to in this very conventional type of relationship, it has something to do with your career. That's what it's giving me, 10th house energy, but you've got spirituality all around this. All right, it's big. Split the deck. You could be on the defense right now with Mars and Taurus, or being more so assertive in starting up a business because it's calling for your money right now. All right, and again, I'm being drawn to that Piscean energy. So these blessings that are coming through, they're spiritual blessings. All right, we spoke about that in yesterday's energy check-in with the Sabian symbol and how things that are formed in the heavens are coming now down to the 3D. Okay, like you're starting to see some sort of fortune come through, spiritual blessings that are meant to be part of your pathway here as you continue to move forward. All right, let's get out of this energy. It says you're being gifted something from a younger man. I don't know who that is. All right. So your 5th house placement is going to be of significance. All right. Mercury in the sign of Virgo right now. 5th house placement for Virgos, we're looking at Capricorn being of significance. All right, your 5th house placements. Who else? Mercury being in the sign of Virgo for Aquariuses. All right, you guys are being called out in the 8th house. You possibly have some sort of like inheritance coming in involving money. Interesting. I feel like Tauruses, you guys are being called out as well. All right, Mercury being in Virgo is in the house of your 5th house. The house of your happiness. There could be something involving like some sort of wish fulfillment coming true in that area pertaining to your happiness. Could be love life. Okay, Aries, this Mercury Virgo placement, you being warned about something happening in regarding your workplace. All right, there's going to be major shifts taking place, you guys. Major, huge. Like whatever you have faith in, whatever you take action towards and you stay disciplined and motivated with, I feel like the blessings are coming in and there's a sense of ascension here. I want to get into this sacred destiny energy. Welcome in, you guys. Yeah, I'm telling you, your spiritual blessings are here. They're here. So in transit today, for Saturday, September 6th, we're seeing, again, this Venus energy that is in the sign of Leo with a semi-sextile over to the Sun in Virgo. We are seeing Mercury in Virgo by quintile over to Pluto in Aquarius. We're also seeing Venus in Leo sesquiquadrate over to Saturn retrograde in Pisces. The Moon in Aquarius by quintile to Jupiter in Gemini. Jupiter in Cancer. We're looking at a sextile over to Chiron Aries, a semi-sextile over to Saturn retrograding in Pisces. I'm seeing the semi-sextile with the Moon in Pisces, then semi-sextile over to Neptune in the sign of Aries. We're going to see a square over to Uranus in Gemini, a semi-sextile Pluto in Aquarius, and then sesquiquadrate energy is happening later on today with Jupiter in Cancer and Mars in Libra. All right, so it looks like heavy on the cardinal energy by the end of the day. I see air signs throughout the middle of the day. All right, whatever is happening with this whole retrograde phase with Saturn and Pisces, it's getting us ready for that solar eclipse energy. All right, so your blessings are here. They're here. You're moving forward in this energy of delight. I feel like birds are going to be of significance today. So if you're overall thinking about something and your intuition's on point, you might hear like a bird chirp or something, all right, to give you confirmation, all right, that you're focused here. And there could also be this energy of like stillness. All right, so I feel like the confirmation that comes through could possibly be from like a bird or something in connection to your thoughts, and if you feel like you're focused on the right thing, and it will be like, okay, well, if you're in this energy of stillness, then yes. All right, there's a shift taking place here. There's a transformation happening. We've got lots of wisdom. Lots of wisdom. There's this energy of love. Wow, I haven't seen a spread like this in a long time. Wisdom and love, your focus, your stillness, your blessings are here. The energy of delight is surrounding you. This is good energy. Really good energy. You have a sense of power in your energy. That's why. I see 9 o'clock on the dot. So 9th house energy, your spirituality is like lit right now. Wow, you got a lot of abundance coming your way too. It feels like spiritual blessings though. Like abundance doesn't necessarily have to be financial. This can be like an abundance of love, an abundance of wisdom, an abundance of energy to be able to focus, an abundance of power. All right. Yeah, it's like you're thriving to the, this is crazy. I can't even right now. This is crazy. Like your energy is so magnetic. Alright, let's get from this answer oracle. What's going on here? I just heard you've been released. You've been released. So again, I feel like you get to move forward to the next step. Maybe you've climbed a mountain. I'm seeing this leopard here with the mountain in the background. All right, so maybe that obstacle that you were supposed to overcome, you had like a lot of people possibly in your energy gossiping, and you were worried that you weren't going to be able to get to the other side of something, but you have. It's here, or it's happening this weekend. It's crazy. Okay. Yeah, you're in this energy of innocence, humility, purity. We saw in yesterday's reading that someone was trying to keep you caged in like this specific thing that would keep you trapped. And I don't feel like you're there anymore, because we were looking at how you were like a blooming flower inside of a cage. You have an abundance of love around you right now. I don't see any of those energies. There could be lots of jealousy surrounding you currently, or competitiveness because of this energy that you're exuding out, because of your bravery or because of your brilliance or something that you understand. This adventure that you're about to go on here. Something was supposed to be like fatal. Something was supposed to take you out. You made it to the other side. That was what I'm getting. You see how this boat is like going through rocky waters? Look at this storm. It's like you came out on the other side with the power. Lightning, Aquarius. The intellect was of significance. The transformation that took place was because of Aquarian's energy. It's very like futuristic. Again, I was seeing the way that you were able to detach from a situation and understand the subconscious and conscious state of something. All right. So maybe you did have to separate yourself or detach yourself and stay in stillness in order to gain this wisdom and love, to gain your power back, so that you will be able to step into this amount of abundance or blessings coming your way. Right. Maybe you dealt with like lots of paranoia or competitiveness in your energy. But I feel like, again, look at this. You're persevering towards a lot of good fortune, a lot of good luck here in connection to your money. This full moon for Aquarius is happening in their house of money. Look at this. A lot of good luck here. Yeah, koi fish are like good fortune. You might want to be generous. I'm seeing 25. You guys know, look, there's like a $20 bill, a $5 bill. This is like High Priestess and Hierophant energy. Spiritual gates are opening up for you. Yeah. Spiritual blessings are coming in. Spirit is taking care of you. Because of you being ambitious on your journey here and having faith and healing this inner child wound is what I'm hearing. Chiron and Aries. So the sextile to Chiron today with this moon in Aquarius is what's taking place. Or it has already taken place, let's be clear. All right, you're feeling this energy. Thank you, Kelly. Yeah. This is good. Really good. Really, really good. All right, so let's see. I've got the Run card here. Were you trying to escape something? Or were you seeking out wisdom? Even if you thought you were escaping something, you actually were chasing and you were seeking wisdom. That's what it's giving me. It's falling right on top of the wisdom card. Ah, you're seeking love. I see that. It's because you know exactly what it is. You understand about who you are now. So let's be clear for Aquarian energy, because I feel like Aquariuses are being called out here. Venus is in the house of Leo. That's the opposing energy for you. So your spiritual blessings that are coming through could be in connections to your spiritual ascension. However it is that you feel like you're moving forward to the next level and being in this energy of innocence. All right, you could have like took yourself away from someone that was very jealous and or possessive of you. Okay, and it looks like something's coming through in a different way. Even if it was that you were seeking out wisdom, you found love there. You found appreciation there, or a sense of trusting this person and or respecting this person, or receiving that from this energy of purity with spirit. All right, so let's look at power. Yeah, I feel like you deserve commitment with the ring here. This could be like a token of love, or just this energy of understanding what it is that you're committed to. Okay, and that bringing in a sense of abundance. So if you were committed to your spiritual journey, your spiritual blessings are here. All right, there could be someone, I just split the deck, there could be someone that's coming through as like, I don't know if it's a threat or I don't know, it's coming through as a sneak. I mean, we are in this Chinese year of the sneak, right? I don't know if it has anything to do with what was taken from you in connection to your abundance. All right, because I just saw like the theft card. Someone wanting you to comply with like their unwritten rules, or you're moving past that. Anybody that was like codependent upon your energy, that's gone. This is like a turning point for you. So you're getting like the redemption period of how your fortune is meant to come in. You've got miracles coming through this week. Something that you continuously have hope and faith in. I feel like spirit is working in your favor at this time. All right, after so much chaos that has taken place in your life. It's deep. There could have been a lot of unpredictable situations that happened in your life, especially in like your dating life. All right, romantic connections that didn't work out for you. It was like that was all removing itself for this person that's coming in for you to be bonded to them. All right, because you sought out this person's wisdom, or you appreciate the energy of love that this person gives to you, something like that. All right, yeah, I'm telling you, this person really wants you to trust them. Okay, that they're going to come in and help you and walk you through times that you need to be supported, is what I'm going to call it. All right, because you are thriving here. Alrighty, so I'm calling out who's the fire signs and earth signs I see here with the solar plexus and the root chakra. I see numbers 3, I see numbers 18. So this is the Empress, this is the moon. So heavy divine feminine energy is here. All right, being illuminated at the crown with the crown chakra, and I'm also seeing sacral. So water signs, you guys are also being called out. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Let's get into divine feminine energy now that I feel so much feminine energy coming out from over there. It says strength, so power and endurance. You could have been like going through some sort of reflective period. All right, you could have been like embracing your own body. All right, your image. I see you possibly like redoing your hair. All right, just loving on yourself, embracing nature as well. I see flowers, I see the grass. All right, like feet down on the ground, something like that. Abundance, damn. You're going to be like in this state of plenty. I don't feel like you're worried. You could have been worried that there was a sense of like anxiety, depression, or fear, all right, in your energy of not knowing how something was going to turn out. But spirit is like, you can make it through. You're very courageous. You have lots of strength. Abundance is here. You're going to have plenty once you remain committed to whatever it is that you sought out. And if you sought out love because you sought out wisdom first, I feel like this is how you're going to be moving forward with lots of power in your energy. All right, you spent a lot of time in solitude to be able to reflect on what it was that you felt, what you felt was abundant in your life. So that's why I seen that detachment card there. There was something about you that you were working on. This inner child healing. Those core wounds, whatever that was. And now you're in this energy of like pure happiness. I see bunnies. There could be the energy of fertility around you right now, heavy on the birth energy. I see 911 on the clock. It's showing me the 9th house and the 11th house. Maybe you have found your spiritual tribe, your spiritual community. All right, the knowledge that was gained there, you were supposed to step into this futuristic self. All right. Yeah, it's given like sisterhood. You found your tribe, those that resonate with you. All right, It says this is your community, strong connections. I'm telling you. Spirit shows me synchronicities all the time. I don't even have to, like, you know what I mean, pull the card. I see it. It kind of feels like you're finding your tribe, is the way I'm going to call it. By finding yourself first, you have a sense of abundance within yourself. This is the turning point of your life. How you're going to be bringing in money, how you're going to show, you know, appreciation for yourself, and or for those that you choose to involve yourself in with love, or who you're going to be committed to. All right, this is part of your transformation. It had to start with you first, is what I'm hearing. Started with you first. Okay. Let's see what the angels have to say. What do the angels have to say here? I see the Queen of Pentacles. So intellectual lucidity provides consolation and compensations. You're getting paid out. Thank you, Spirit. All right. So whatever you have created in the heavens, it's basically brought down to you as you receiving a sense of abundance in your energy. The turning point to how you've been committed to Spirit and how this is going to turn out for you overall, being compensated. All right. Through your intellectual lucidity. All right, so your wisdom was of significance here for you to be able to attract abundance, is what that means. All right. So you have the eternal God. Thank you. You have the Ten of Wands here, so God humiliating the proud. All right, so through spiritual communication, you've been influencing religious men, teachers, and or men of law. All right, so let's just say that you were heading in the wrong direction, right? The Ten of Wands is Saturn and Sag. We saw that come out earlier with the energy of fulfillment. Saturn is masculine energy, right? It rules the 10th house. It also rules the 11th, but more so it has a very structured, disciplinary type of energy to it that requires your perseverance, your ambition, your drive. So you could be influencing other religious men by the spiritual communication that's coming down. Now, when God comes in and humiliates the proud, that means you need to be fucking humbled. Let's be clear. All right. So for those that were showing this energy of competitiveness towards you, Spirit is going to bless you right in front of these people, is what this is saying. Through your intellectual lucidity, you are being compensated for your work, or for your struggles, or for the time that you've had to spend in solitude, healing yourself so that you can come out appreciating the love for yourself on the other side. All right. This is like you being in alignment with like a spiritual guide that is of a masculine energy that's meant to come in and love you. See what I'm saying? I love this. It's good energy. And you tap in with this person intuitively. Okay. What else do we have here? I've got the moon here. So Archangel Gabriel, it says, God is my strength. So you understand that God has been leading you and giving you the courage and the strength and the ideas in order for you to continue to move forward and persevere on a specific journey that was going to help your transformation. All right, so this is divine revelation. It's revealing messages to you, and it also has the power to destroy. You understand? The power to destroy. So those that tried to come up against you, it's not like they were going up against you. They were going up against you and God. All right? That's what it's given. And I would imagine the energy with the moon being here, all right, this is where the moon and Saturn are going to be conjuncting. Let's be clear. All right? The moon is the energy of your intuitive state. The moon is the divine feminine. You know how they always say that you can't come into alignment unless you're in balance with your yin and your yang. That's how you bring in good fortune, right? This is yin and yang coming together at this solar eclipse. It's the moon and Saturn. Big deal, right? Big deal. All right, so Saturn is meant to be seen as like men in general. The moon is feminine in general, okay? This is big like soulmate union, spiritual ascension type of energy. I see the Chariot, yes. So Archangel Michael's here. I mean, he's the archangel that rules over all archangels. Okay. It says perseverance, success in conflict, and overcoming adversity. Big deal. All right. So Archangel Michael is like God's right hand man. All right. So the Chariot, we got heavy Cancer energy here. Jupiter, where opportunities and abundance and prosperity, okay, expansion and growth is coming in, is in the sign of Cancer. All right, and it's exaltation at that. So there's great opportunities coming in the month of September with this eclipse. The World card here, there's going to be closing out endings, new ones beginning. All right, we see the God, the source of all wisdom, again. All right, so the minute that you seek God is when you get the wisdom, and it's in connection to your love life. It's in connection to your power. It's in connection to your abundance. It's in connection to your inner healing. It's in connection to this courage that you have, or how you have humility, all right, on how you're going to be persevering for the near future. Okay, so you have a driving force in your energy right now that's leading you, and it's through the foundation or the fountain of wisdom. All right, so it's going to give you success in all of your ventures. Good energy. Big deal. All right. Seven of Wands, the expected God. So expect to be liberated here. All right. Deliverance from enemies, both visible and invisible. We definitely see those that are trying to be competitive with you. All right. You're transforming the connection of sisterhood is what it says. All right. So the divine feminines, you guys are making massive changes here. You all could be on different pathways, but the way that you unite and you come together, all right, you guys are giving and or influencing those that are men of, you know, being on spiritual journeys as well. All right, there's something that you've been contemplating about. You need to make this truth known in a legal proceeding. And I see restitution here. So finding stolen objects and discovering the person that's been responsible for it. Let's be clear. Saturn in Pisces is the sense of loss. Someone may have been taking something from you unknowingly. All right. I feel like that person is going to be held responsible for all your suffering, because I see God, the just judge, is here. They're going to bring some sort of fairness in if it has anything to do with like a legal case. All right. Big deal. I don't know if you're going up against a water sign, specifically a Scorpio. This person possibly has been hiding secrets from you. Seven of Cups energy is a Venus in Scorpio. I'm seeing King of Cups, or it could be a Pisces. Let's be clear, because Saturn is in the sign of Pisces as well. All right. Somebody has been trying to keep you limited and or bounded to resources that are being taken from you. Rise and shine, you. Rise and shine. Who else is here? Oh, sitting at the table while our enemy's watching the corner with an empty plate. Well, hot damn. Okay. All right. So, that's kind of what it feels like. I'm going to be honest. Like, this energy here is intense. Intense. Intense, intense. All right, so we got the High Priestess here. All right, lots of success, protection from magistrates. God, the eternal lasting. I feel like something's been, I heard scripted or written in scripture for you. Like something part of your spiritual ascension was meant for you to transform and bring others along with you as well. Okay? So there's some sort of secret knowledge that you have being the High Priestess that's going to elevate you so that your success allows inspiration for others' success. Okay? You have a lot of spiritual wisdom here. Okay. Two of Wands. All right, so you're getting help sent down from God is what it says. All right, so love and wisdom, literally. Love and wisdom. All right, and I see victory over those who are trying to attack you. I'm sorry. All right, so you're getting a little help here. Whatever it is that you seek, all right, and or you feel like you need to run from, or you had to run from this in the past, there's been an energy shift here. all right, in connection to your plan or your choices. I'm seeing the Two of Wands is a Mars and Aries energy. It asks you to be assertive in a specific direction. You are receiving help on your specific pathway that you chose here, all right, over those that have been trying to attack you. But it looks like you've achieved this goal here, all right. You've got a lot of positive energy coming out. Let's see. Yeah, so God is sustaining everything around you. There's fortune and fame. Any fulfillment of or any request that you have is being fulfilled. And I see the star card here as well. So clemency and equilibrium, and then you have protects against attacks in the courts. So there's something going on with legal proceedings here, all right? Maybe being unjustly accused for something. There could have been like a major transformation that was supposed to be happening, and you've been just going through nothing but dealing with lots of, how about I call it, delays, or, you know, having to overcome some sort of barrier that has been in connection to you and your success, all right, or your abundance that's meant to come in. All right, so this transformation is giving consolation in adversity. You have God, the pleasure of man's children. All right, so I see this angel is pouring out, all right, from this red vase. I don't know, for those of you that I came from a Catholic church, so those of us that used to go like drink the wine and eat the bread, I feel like this has something to do with like you moving up to the next level, right? So when you go through the Catholic church, you get baptized, and then you go in and you do your communion, you do your confirmation, and then you head into marriage. You're being initiated to the next level of something here, okay? And this has to do with like your spiritual transformation, your spiritual ascension. It doesn't necessarily have to be that I'm speaking to the Catholic people. No, this is a spiritual thing. All right, whatever you do or however you tap into spirituality, there's no judgment in this specific channel. Okay, so let's move forward. Let's move forward. I want to get a little bit deeper into today's energy and what's taking place overall. All right, because we got a lot of energy. We're going to get into Kipper real quick. I'm more so curious about this whole like Moon and Pisces square over to Uranus Gemini energy. One second. Let's see if I can find a time frame here. No, it doesn't have it. It's okay. I mean, obviously, it's going to happen like a little past noon because we have the moon ingressing into Pisces at 11:55 a.m. And then we obviously have Uranus and Gemini now retrograding at, 1 degree and 27 minutes that we are in right now, okay? So it's not going to be like way after. It's probably going to be like right before 2:30, 3 o'clock, something like that. All right, there's concerns, all right, in connection to possibly the home environment or the family room, how something's going to work out. I'm seeing master number 33 is here, and I see 21, so there could be the closing out of a cycle, all right, with something. I see Saturn's energy overall, okay? So something regarding work is coming up here with toil and labor, all right? Maybe this moon in Pisces, being that we're heading into eclipse energy, there's going to be changes that are taking place, okay? Uranus being in Gemini, maybe there has to do something involving communication, the media. If you are utilizing your mindset here, all right, there could be something about plans, making plans. This could be travel. This could be transportation, anything in the local community. This is involving the teachers. So there's going to be something that's reviewed here with revolutionary changes that are happening in connection to Gemini's energy. It's not going to be here forever. I feel like Uranus is retrograding back into Taurus. The third house has to do with the mind. The second house, when Uranus retrogrades back into Taurus, has to do with money. So this shift that's taking place here, it has something to do with how you're concerned about specifically the family room, something coming to an end. Maybe you do something regarding communication in the family room, and now you're going to be returning on focusing on bringing that abundance in, and Spirit's going to lead you there. Okay, so I see 33, I see number 21, I see numbers 3 and 8. So I'm seeing the Empress and I'm seeing the Strength All right, so this could be feminine energies, as I see that she's working in a factory here. There's something about divine feminines releasing themselves, all right, and having to utilize their mind, all right, to go back to work for something. All right, I don't know if you're working in a factory, but that's what it looks like. All right, there was a sense of imprisonment in the energy, all right, overall. It could have been like a spiritual thing, because I'm seeing number 29. I've seen it as the high priestess and the hermit. If you are in this energy of isolation, okay, that's going to be ending. The high priestess, you've sought out the wisdom, you're done with this. There's no reason for you to stay behind closed doors or feel trapped in this cage, quote unquote, if you're this blooming energy of like blessings that are coming into the universe. All right, so you've done what you needed to do here. You've understood through the knowledge that was given to you, and you've turned that knowledge into wisdom, and now you're taking that with you moving forward. So what's expected here is what? Marriage. All right, so you could be seen coming out of this situation, as I'm seeing the Empress. I see 333. I caught this actual number on the clock the other day. I screenshotted it. I believe it was on the 4th of September, and the 4th had very positive energies. That was the day that we ingressed into the moon in Aquarius. We saw sextiles over to Saturn and Pisces with the moon in Capricorn. We saw a sextile to Neptune in Aries. We saw the trine to Uranus and Gemini. We saw the conjunction with Pluto in Aquarius. Okay. And we also saw biquintiles over from Venus and Leo to the North Node Pisces in connection to your destiny. So the 4th was of significance. It was a big, major change that was taking place there. All right, so you could be concerned about family situations, work situations, removing yourself from something that kept you in prison, the expectation of marriage in the near future, and or some sort of new committed contract, partnership, or something regarding business. Could be, because we're speaking about resources coming in, money. Okay, let's see. All in divine timing is what I just heard. So if you felt like you had control of a situation, and you felt like you were on pause for a minute, like you didn't know what to do or which way to turn, everything was happening in divine timing. All right, that's how I just heard it. So the 28th or the 29th of August could have been of significance to a change that was taking place there. I see a mature woman coming out here. This could be like, again, feminine energy, occupation. Let's see. Courtship. For those of you that are starting your own business, right now is the time. Something's still being adjudicated though. Something about the 28th, the 29th, and the 30th of August that took place right before we hit the beginning of the month, because I'm seeing the dates of the 3rd, the 4th, and the 6th being of significance in September. So on the 3rd, we had, one second. So the 1st, we've seen Saturn retrograde into Pisces. The 2nd, Mercury entered Virgo. The 3rd, we've seen Jupiter trine over to the North Node in Pisces. All right, so whatever was taking place here, or how something was adjudicated, it's now working in your favor, it looks like. All right, you were being released from some sort of imprisonment. Now you've got great fortune coming up, and I see community being here. So those that are meant to come in and support you and come into alliance with you and new partnerships, I see that being here as well. Yeah, there could be like promotions taking places. Again, high honor, so being recognized and rewarded. All right, coming into partnerships here. Building stronger foundations with, I would imagine, a community that you're already associated with and or bonded to. Now, when I see marriage and I see the word bond, it's giving me Jupiter. Why am I saying Jupiter? It's Juno in the sign of Scorpio. Okay, so for those that have been attached to, let's just say, the mysteries, or those being involved in the esoterics, right? You're being elevated here by spirit, by what it is that you know that is being kept secret from others that have not sought out this wisdom just yet. Again, everybody else is on their spiritual journeys. We're not forcing others or forcing our ideals onto others. That's not how spirit works. That's not what we're supposed to be doing here. All right, so it's something about your personal transformation, your inner healing, your core wounds, and where spirit is coming and protecting you from those that have been trying to work against you and defending and or, you know, getting you ready to stand ground for what's coming up for you. This is spirit doing this. Okay? Your angels are here protecting you. Show me what's the whole concern about here in connection to this family room. So this has to do with, I've been called to say ancestors, okay? Ancestors, concerned about the ancestors. All right, maybe you know that what you've done for work has put a highlight on someone that may have been jealous that you were able to connect, all right, to how it is that you are now receiving some sort of abundance through spiritual strength. Thank you, Spirit. 9 of Wands is the moon in Sag. Your optimism has led you to gain lots of knowledge, and you're having lots of phenomenal achievement here. I see Mars in Scorpio, which is coming up on the 22nd of September. All right, so your spiritual guidance is leaving others in connection to sorrow and loss. Okay, because you've ascended past them, is what it's given. There is a such thing as like spiritual warfare. That's who I'm talking to, if that resonates with you. Show me the concern. The Tower. My nose is itching a lot. Normally that only happens when I'm channeling deep. The Tower is here. All right, so there's a major concern about something changing and or unexpected changes. Lots of conflict that has taken place here could be connected in with the family room or wherever it is that you do regarding your work with your family. All right, so if there's a situation where you feel like you need to release yourself from a sense of imprisonment, it's going to be where your ancestors felt that they can hold you in position or keep control. I'm getting like there's something about trying to take your inheritance, because we saw it in the Angel Tarot where someone was trying to steal your fortune. Let's be clear, okay? That was all sought out by Spirit. Nothing goes unseen. Let's be clear. Nothing goes unseen. All right. So if someone took from you or created conflict for you or tried to compete with you, Spirit saw it all. All right. So the Tower says that's your karma, right? Anything that wasn't built on a firm foundation or anything that didn't belong to you, that shit gets destructed and then something's rebuilt, right? Wow. There could be like lots of negotiations taking place here. There's something about messages coming through in the dream state about those that have hurt you. I could not sleep last night. I felt like I was being spiritually attacked in my dreams. And it was because Uranus is my ruling planet, going retrograde in the sign of Gemini, which Gemini for me rules over my 5th house, right? Interesting. This is like soulmate connections trying to come in. I'm telling you, these are your spiritual unions that are saying, okay, well, those that are in balance and those that are moving forward to the next level, this energy, this is who I'm going to be moving forward with. So whatever was being negotiated was your spiritual contract. Let's be clear. Okay. Show me the Tool and Labor energy. Show me the Tool and Labor. Yeah. See what I'm saying? You're separating from situations that no longer serve you. This was something that was hurting you rather than helping you. All right, the 3 of Swords, it says that that's Saturn and Libra's energy. This would have been a partnership, let's say, with someone very restrictive in your energy or restricting you from things that I would imagine were holding you back in like a cell, literally. Okay? So you were sacrificing, you were devoting for others that were doing nothing but competing with you, wanting to challenge you, and that's all coming down to shit with the Tower. Let's be clear. All right, show me the energy of imprisonment here. See what I'm saying? Things are changing now. The Wheel of Fortune is here. Jupiter's energy. Okay. The Wheel of Fortune is changing everything, and it has to do with the dynamic of what you do for work, or you're making changes in the workplace. You are the epitome of change, let's be clear, because if some shit's going like Tower moment, that's the epitome of a transformation, an ending to a brand new beginning. That's what I see here. All right, so what you do for work, you brought in a massive change. It's like you were helping the universe construct some shit, all right, or bring down some people that weren't supposed to be there. Let's be clear. All right. So what's expected of you here in the near future is marriage. All right. You're getting the wing, the wing that is like you're connected to God. All right. Spirit. Yeah. Through that. Oh my gosh. This is crazy. All right. Through the energy of the high priestess, through the secrets that were sought out. All right. Feels like you're now on this energy of transitioning onto the next phase and moving with love. It's not like you're losing out on shit. You know what I mean? You're not losing out on anything. And your guides are right there. Literally right there. So those that try to attack you, take from you, keep you imprisoned once again, you're moving on from all that. They can't hold you back. Is how I'm hearing. Look at this shit. This is the ending of a very difficult time. All right, you've remained assertive, flexible, adaptable, versatile with many different changes here because I'm seeing the energy of the sun in Gemini. You did it through communication. You weren't afraid to make change. You weren't afraid to face the gossip or the rumors that were happening about you and or this committed partnership, contract, all right, relationship, marriage. You call it what you want to name it. I don't care, right? This could have been a situation from the past. You're being inherited with something here. That's what this is. You're being gifted with whatever this is. You have a gift coming in. And that gift wasn't meant to be given to you so that you can keep it. That gift was given to you to share with others because you are ascending with others. High honor. You're not the only one. You're not the only one. You know what I mean? You guys, there's many of you on this pathway and you've dealt with the worst. With poverty. All right, you were very concerned about poverty, very concerned, and that's changing. Yes. All right, show me this mature woman energy here. There's a mature woman possibly that wants to come into alliance with you and what you do for your occupation. All right. If this is a legal proceeding where something's being adjudicated, all right, there's a mature woman that also works in the same type of occupation that you work in. You could be dating this person or courting this person's son and or daughter. All right. And you are supposed to be elevating here with a specific community of people. And now you're receiving some sort of great fortune. I'm seeing Aquarius as being of significance with the water bearer here. All right. You were sought in, all right, to this specific community because you had the wisdom about something. All right. Or you were given the energy of wisdom and love so that you could help others ascend. All right. Yeah. Lots of spiritual strength here. All right. I don't know if someone tried to come up against you and you out here with this 9 of Wands, having to have one that created a tower for you. You could have had to separate. Obviously, we've seen that with the Venus and Aquarius earlier. You were living like a detached life from your lover. Because of what you were doing for your occupation. Yep. And this could have caused some sort of like major heated argument. Okay, I'm seeing 9-9 being of significance. So the 999 portal is the closing out of some sort of chapter in your life that no longer served you. It was giving you nothing but a damn headache, depression, anxiety, fear, worries about what was going to happen in the near future. Spirit is like, don't worry about it. I got your back. Just moving the energy of love. That's it. Right? Yeah. This is the communication that you're receiving right now. That there's many positive changes coming in your life. A lot of positive movement forward that you're going to be receiving news about. It's good news on the way. Good news on the way. Show me the courtship. This was literally me last night. I could not fucking sleep. I was like, what is going on in this energy? And look, it was something that you weren't meant to see. But you saw it. This was the energy of the moon in Libra. All right. So as I'm seeing the 2 of Swords to the 3 of Swords, there was something that you either had to make a decision about in connection to this courtship. All right. It could have been where someone tried to cross question you regarding what was taking place in this legal proceeding. And you were like, I don't know what the hell was happening there. But Spirit is like, guess what? I did. Because I made you take that damn blindfold off your eyes. And I made you push that shit up and protect your crown. And I gave you the spiritual strength that you needed to be able to see what was of the unseen. Right? Did we not see that you had enemies visible and invisible? That's what this is. See what I'm saying? It's like you didn't know what the hell was going on, but you found out about it real quick. You lied with the truth, and that's what's being negotiated here. Spirit is like, listen, how can we make this fair for both parties involved here, right? Obviously, someone that stole someone's fortune, you need to pay that shit back out. You understand? And whatever it is that the community assisted this person with, and however this whole dynamic is supposed to change, Spirit is like, listen up. My person deserves their abundance. They're coming in to protect you, I'm telling you. They're coming in to protect you. This could be like your grandparents and you're the grandbaby. They like, don't play with what's mine. You know what I'm saying? Look at the 3rd and the 9th house in opposition again. So all of the knowledge that was given to you and how you weren't afraid to communicate it, and you being the one to persevere and have ambition to speak your shit. Yeah, Spirit is like, thank you. All right. I mean, hey, yeah, those are definitely your ancestors. Yep. That's crazy. All right, what else? Spirit is like, that's my baby right there. I mean, they put you on a pedestal. All right, lots of high honor on this pathway here. Lots of high honor. All right, and better believe all the poverty you've dealt with is coming back. And I feel like Spirit is saying it's going to come back in a different way. Because you've been so concerned about this, you don't know exactly how something's going to work out for you, but it will. All right. So there's going to be major changes for my divine feminines that have been dealing, I want to say, with mental illnesses, because I see so much of that. All right. Like not understanding what was going on around you. I feel like you're being compensated, all right, for being spiritually attacked. That's how I want to call it out. All right. Well, that's what I feel this is. So you're being recognized and rewarded with lots of fame and fortune. And I feel that you're on this pedestal right now. You're being celebrated on the other side. I see like people cheering for you. All right. And how you're focusing more so on building a solid foundation. Sun and Capricorn energy, it has a lot to do with being released from some sort of bondage or being held in captivity, okay, with something that wasn't of your pathway. Okay. You found out about the secrets in connection to whatever this was. All right. Yeah. I feel like there was lots of deception happening in connection to how your fortune was being taken. 7 of Swords. You had to learn some sort of strategy and work against this. The Moon in Aquarius energy, by the way. All right. So by the past couple days, we've been in this energy of independence with the Moon in Aquarius. You would know what you weren't able to see. You see these 2 swords? Look at them stuck in the ground. Somebody tried to get away with the 5. And they're like, well, if you detach, all right, from the energy of your intuition and really just try to focus in on your mind state, right, sword energy, you'll be able to understand exactly what's going on around you. And that is exactly what you did. That's exactly what you did. Because here you are like, I wish the fuck you would try me again. See what I'm saying? It's going to cause a huge fight. The Tower with the 5 of Wands, this is like big fight. All right, this could be because you have to go through some sort of divorce. It could have been where you were committed in and devoted to someone that you were assisting, and then, you know, them taking from you so much, it kind of like leads you into, okay, well, now you have this wisdom, you know exactly what happened back there. Here's your inheritance. The Spirit is like, you're the one that's being compensated. Don't worry about what happened back there. You were given the strength to be able to experience that anyway. You understand what I'm saying? You were given the strength to be able to cope with it all. understanding what was taking place and what was done behind your back. And it was all through jealousy, envy, and competitiveness. Yeah, Queen of Wands energy here and the Five of Swords. What did I say? People are trying to like win at all costs. They're trying to get away with those 5 swords and leave you with the 2. No, that's not what the fuck is taking place here. Do you not see this energy? They're taking the 5 and leaving you with the 2. So you weren't able to see what the hell was going on. No, we clearly saw you. We saw you, and I know you see me, is what it's given. You see what I'm saying? They see you. You're very confident, you're very courageous, you're very brave, you're able to create, you could be very beautiful. It's like you're standing on top T shit. You know what I'm saying? It's given that. I like it. Yeah. And you're happy and you're emotionally balanced. Someone tried to keep you. I seen the card earlier. There it is. Someone tried to keep you out of your emotional balance here. And this is through self-love. It's an Ace of Cups. Look how that energy of the chakras are shining through the energy of the emotional state, the water. Right? So it says here, stability, harmony, peace, and fluidity. Look at that energy. Somebody tried to take you off balance out of how you were focusing more so on your inner child healing so that you could connect with spirit. You weren't afraid. I feel like you took action. Something about like dancing or movement here is of significance as well. Like moving your root chakra. Okay. So I see money coming your way. Big deal, right? Lots of money. I'm seeing judgment with the number 20, and I see the Hierophant here. So this could be like judgment in connection to you being connected to that community of people. Again, if this was someone part of the same type of occupation that you've been connected to here and who you were guided with, it's kind of like if you weren't connected with me, these are the same cards that came out yesterday. If you're not connected to this community, it's like, what the hell are you doing here? Because you're not being divinely guided overall to higher consciousness. You're not utilizing the energy of the third eye in order to inspire other people that have the same type of intelligence that you do. That requires a lot of grounding energies for you to tap in with nature, for you to live a very practical life, create stability for yourself, right? And move in the energy of love. Okay? Yeah, there's something about this energy here. Go hug a tree today or something. I don't know. Okay. Go hug a tree if you're not in this energy of feeling grounded or being able to understand how spirit is coming through. Because it has a lot to do with the choices that you've made in the past. And no choice is the wrong choice. So I feel like spirit is there to guide you to get on the right path. I'm just saying that whoever was being the malicious ones against you, it's seen. Very much seen. Right. And it was only through jealousy, and it shouldn't be that way, right? It shouldn't be that way. All right, you guys, I think we're kind of over this reading here. I think I pulled from every deck that I have out. I'm going to give you guys some future higher self messages, and then we're going to get out of here. You said pay attention to the what? Pay attention to nature. The wind speaks. Yes, that's true. I noticed every time I go outside that the wind's like, you know what I mean? So I believe that is fun. How do you open your third eye? Close your eyes first. Sit in meditation and listen. You'll be shown a vision or two. Yeah, I have a huge tree in the front of the house here, and as soon as I step outside, it's like the birds start pooping. I don't take that as a bad message. I take it as if you get hit by the poop, it's good luck. That's what they always say. All right, I've been hit multiple times. You said 20 minutes in the sun gives you more vitamin D than oranges also. Wow, yeah. I normally do sit out in the sun a lot. Well, I'm covered up today because it's kind of chilly outside. You didn't know that eagles eat shit? Oh. All right, let's see. All right, so when it gets dark, remember that the sun always rises. So this is giving me the ending of a very difficult cycle here. All right, I like that. kind of looks like the blood moon energy that I was picking up on the other day. So if there's a sense of darkness, there's always light at the end of the tunnel is what I'm getting. It says you pull the strings that control your own life. So I would imagine the home within yourself is in the palm of your hands. Right? That has a lot to do with, like, the home is the emotional state. It has a lot to do with what you allow to pull on your emotional state as well. All right. I see let your true colors show. So your tribe knows exactly how to find you, right? All right, so take the mask off and don't be afraid to show who you are. If you are a visionary, if you are a psychic, if you are intuitive, don't be afraid to show that to other people, because that's exactly how your tribe is going to find you, your community of people that are meant to come in and support you and help you get through dark times. Okay. Big dreams are built by those who do the work. So again, climbing that mountain, all right, it's given the pyramid though. You know, they always say the pyramids have specific meanings, all right, to the universe and how they're in alignment with the stars. I think that's like an amazing thing. I honestly, truly believe in astrology. You guys know that. And what the energy brings in when things are going in retrograde and when they're in direct and what sign they're sitting in and how it's going to affect us emotionally. All right, so this is about you building your dream up and about not being afraid to put the work in. It requires a lot of strength, perseverance, all right, time to do the work. All right, it says your success is closer than you can imagine, so just keep on going. All right, there's something about your energy in the near future. If there's a lot of abundance coming in, that you want luxurious things. I see this beautiful car. It's like a sports car. Maybe you want to live in the city. I always said I'm going to manifest me going to Dubai. All right, I'm going to find me a rich ass husband. I don't know about y'all, but okay. I'm going to work on me first, and then I'm going to manifest my husband, okay? And we're going to be rich together. All right. Together forever. All right. It says you have come back to the start to see what you've missed before. All right. So maybe there was somebody that, you know, you passed in the past. All right. You went way past this person, but then you came back. All right. This is given like retrograde. You came back for something. All right. This could be within yourself. This could be in a specific partnership, a relationship, a business contract, anything, family. All right. A lot of us say we have to separate ourselves from family because you're not on the same pathways here. There's a major difference. All right. Age differences could be of significance. All right. Beliefs could be different. Anything. All right. It's insane how you get to start over sometimes. Right. My sister was just having a conversation with me the other day because she goes to school, and she says that there was a woman that ended up going back to school to do nursing, and she's like 70 something years old. And I was like, damn, that's like old as hell. But it's never late to try to start something again if you feel that you were being pulled in that direction. All right. So perspective is everything. It says perspective is a matter of where you stand. Right. So not being on somebody else's journey or what someone else wants for you and dictating your life. No, it's about you and what you have dreams of becoming and how to put in the work with that. It says you've had the power all alone or all along. I said all alone, so maybe you do feel like you have the power in you all alone. It says you've had the power all along. Now you need to just believe it. So you need to gain a sense of like strength here. I don't know. This man is bustled up. Like, all right. There's something within you that's like, I don't know. Who's that guy from Fantastic Four that he comes out with all the big ass muscles? Like, that's who I'm seeing. It's like you're ready to bust through whatever it is that you believe you can achieve. It says as you connect to the spirit, you draw closer to your higher self. So this is all about your ascension. All right. And it says embrace what you've learned and cherish your experiences because they are divinely fated. So everything that took place in your life, I feel like was already written in the scripture of what you were going to experience, what you were going to be contracted to, who you were going to run along with down your pathway of your destiny, how that person was supposed to be an experience for you, and how you were supposed to come out on the other side of that door, right? So it says here, don't dwell on what might be on the other side of that closed door. Okay, so someone that's leaving your life here, and however you're on this other side of feeling like you're getting to the end of this tunnel, how you felt that you have now control of your own inner healing within the palm of your hands, and how you've let go of things that were of the unseen, and how you've allowed yourself to be illuminated by you putting in the work, is bringing your success closer and closer. And I feel like it's accelerating not just what you see as gaining higher perspective, but your strength, all right? And how you connect to spirit is bringing directly into what's moving in the near future. I'm seeing like rapid speeds. Okay? Like if you're on a bike and you're going down a hill, you're going at a rapid speed. If I'm seeing like fancy ass cars, you're going at a rapid speed. All right, if you're connected to source, and I'm seeing like the purples and blues, if you can see through your third eye and you can have an understanding of what spirit is showing you. I see this man strong and he's looking up at the sky. You are like illuminated at the crown right now. Like you fully understand exactly what's happening. So don't be afraid of what's on the other side. It says, realize you have all the qualities to be seen as a leader. All right, someone that has a position of authority. I love you guys. I'm leaving the reading there. Catch you on the next one. Bye.